It is WAKEup Concept. Everyone is here, thank you for joining me. Specifically, this talk today is about the state of Africa, leadership, and what we must do to save Africa. As you probably know, leadership in Africa and the challenges ahead for the next generation of Africa is simply massive. And there is no any other way to put this. Africa. And Africans that are tired, or basically we are tired about Africa that produces unethical leaders that cannot solve problems. People require justice. Justice requires law, and law requires government. That's what it is. Government works for the people. That's what it is. There is no way, there's no other way to look at this. We have government that doesn't work. What can we do? First and foremost, let me start by sending out a message of solidarity, a message of love, hope, and my prayers to our beautiful Nigerian youth and to the youth all over Africa. And of course, to all those courageous individuals that have been fighting injustice in Africa. I'd like to extend my admiration and appreciation for all of you, for all you've been doing. And most importantly, to those that have laid down their lives during the Nigeria toll gate killings. That was shameful. Really, it is shameful. To my African women and men across the motherland who are working tirelessly to improve our social well-being, as Africans, I just wanted to say thank you. That's what I can say. Thank you. Now, to put this whole discussion that I want to discuss, or the issues that I want to talk about today, to put it in context. In my understanding, we have two generations of African leaders. And I'll break it down. So those that appears in the 50s up to the 60s, or even to some extent in the early 70s. Kwame Nkrumah, the likes of Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, and Nnamdi Azikiwe of Nigeria, Obafemi Awolowo of Nigeria, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa of Nigeria, Patrice Lumumba of Congo, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, and the list goes on. They left the legacy. And the legacy was that they came to free us from colonialism, from oppression. And they handed us independence. They end wars. We must give them credit for that. For sure. But now, let's talk about the generation 2. So this is the zombie generation, the generation that I call the zombie generation. These guys emerges from the 70s on. The government of the thief, for the thief, by the thief. These people, they are crazy. They brought us nothing but havoc. They brought us corruption, worse human rights abuses, and they are the ones that dehumanizes us in front of the whole world. Just so you understand. They did that then until this day. The likes of Mobutu Sese Seko of Congo, Abacha of Nigeria, Zuma of South Africa, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria. The sad thing is that and which is also challenging today, is that most of these leaders, they have moved on. And the effect of their destruction on the continent is still thriving till today. Look at what is happening to people's mindset. Just check out what is happening to people's mindset in Africa. Now, Africa is looking for the next generation, which I call the stabilizing generation. Vision-driven leaders. Leaders that will be much more accountable. A generation that understands the world economy and technology. A generation that is in tune to progress. A generation that is in tune to development. A generation that understands that stealing from yourself literally doesn't make any sense. That's the generation we're looking for. Africa, where every African child can dream, but also live their dreams. But more importantly, help others to live their dream as well. Because here where I'm sitting, that is the premise that Finland exists. Living your dream, dreaming, living that dream, and helping others live the dream as well. We need leaders that can actually create prosperity and build institutions to tackle poverty as the previous ones or the previous generation was unable to do. That's the kind of leaders we need. We don't need leaders with excuses. We don't need leaders that are looking to just talk and talk and talk. No, enough of this talk. We don't need it. But I would be naive to say that we will just sit down and expect that this thing is going to just happen by itself. To give you a context or a little bit of, a data for you to focus on, Africa today has the fastest growing population in the whole world and also the poorest. By 2030, Africa will have the largest workforce than China. And by 2050, Africa will have the largest workforce in the world. So we are looking at 1 billion people. 1 billion people, we need jobs in Africa. So if we don't grow our economy fast enough, Africa will be in serious trouble. We started seeing these things happen. Guys are running around praying and talking about all trash all over the place. As I speak now, thousands and thousands and thousands of Africa are dying in the sea. And these people are sitting. I'm tired. For all the things that I've done relating to Africa, engaging in African-related issues and businesses and development and all that stuff, three things keep coming up: corruption. And yes, I said we are not clear. If we are not clearly able to determine what is right for Africa, then is there any point to even look for a correct answer? Africa is not going anywhere with corruption or with corrupt leaders. That's it. That's a fact. It pains me to come out. It pains me to be saying this. We can't continue to point our hands while we know we are the problem. So where do we go from here? Now that we know what we are dealing with criminals in government. These are not government. These are not people that want to serve people. These are not people that cares about development, growth, or they don't. Nigerian government in particular, we have to find youth who understand their gift and are socially conscious to tackle all the issues that we're facing, to make sure that our continent is safe, our countries are safe in Africa, and prosperous. No one is going to save Africa. I'm saying this again. No one is going to save us. No one is coming to save Africa but us Africans. The sooner we realize this, the better our future is going to look like. We have to come together to stop these zombie criminals, these zombie idiots. Nigerian government in particular. Zombie government that doesn't give a shit about development. They don't even give a bit about democracy. Okay, let me make this clear. Democracy in this sign doesn't mean democracy from anywhere. It is democracy that suits Africa, that serve Africa, that make Africa prosperous. That's the democracy I'm talking about. These thieves, they doesn't care. They don't care about any of this stuff. What they only know how to do is to steal. And of course, they teach their children also how to steal. They just want to suppress citizens and stay in power. I think we've prayed enough. This is not about prayer now. Prayer is not going to do this. Prayer will not do nothing. Enough. Please, do not pray for what we already have. Because we already have the resources. We have the manpower. We have everything we need. Let's get rid of these thieves. Let's get rid of these idiots. Let's fight for what is truly ours. Let's fight for what we believe in. And we come together. That's how we're going to win. That's how we're going to win. But thanks for being with me. And drop me a message, in the comment section below. And let's come together to make Africa work for Africans. I love to connect with each and every one of you out there that think that we've had enough. And let's continue to, build this momentum together to save Africa. Until next time, stay safe and be well.